I just wanted to give you a little bit of a overview of the bike I just picked up. This is a really fascinating bike, and I've been searching for one of these for a while. And this is a 1983 Honda Ascot 500. Now, it doesn't work, doesn't start. It does crank. The battery's dead though. It's really kind of fascinating. It's a vtwin, 500cc vtwin with a shaft drive. That's why I really wanted this one. A shaft driven 500 that weighs close to like 400 pounds, so it's very light. I don't know if it's really completely messed up, and I hope that I can get this to work. So this is going to be my little project. Then you have your high beam. This is choke, but look at that, the choke. The cables are so tight. This is an 83, so this is very old. But yeah, the front brakes, the pads are seized, or the caliper is seized. I'm not really sure what's going on. Alright, I'm going to put this into the garage and I'm going to get started. Whew, it was difficult pushing this thing. And only difficult because that front brake is completely seized. I remove the battery. There's these 10mm bolts right here. Just pop out. There we go. Crud, and I'm going to remove everything. It hasn't seen a lot of action, but it looks pretty dry. There's not like any rat's nests. This piston is so seized onto the disc, and it makes it a chore just to move it. So I'm going to remove the actual caliper. I have this bar that I use for more leverage, and then I just break it. Do the same thing here. I kind of feel that it's twisting a lot. Nope. So that. Finally, here comes the caliper. It's in it, and it looks like it's new brakes. So this is a petcock, and we're going to remove the gas tank next, but make sure that it's in this position. First thing we got to do is remove this hose using some pliers. Just kind of pull back this little clip. It's crazy how this kind of moves around. There we go. 12mm. Ooh. Let's pull this gas tank. This is very similar to the Honda Shadow. It's take a Phillips head. This is the carb right here. Very easy to access, but with carbs, it's one of the things I really hate. But we're going to unbolt it. Using a 10mm, I'm going to see if I can pull out the cables. My throttle is completely stuck. Yeah, that worked. Alright, impact wrench, guys. Just put it all over here. You know, I'm actually anything, but I do need to kind of move it. Well, guys, I just screwed up royally. In my hopes to remove this wheel, I broke off this tire lever to get this out. There we go. To get this out. We're going to use a 14mm to remove the choke. I am not going to lie, guys, just pulling this carburetor out is becoming a pain. And just by simply moving it, you can see it broke off. So the issues I'm having is that this plunger, this is a 14mm, we removed it, and there's something really happening with this carburetor. So I got the carburetor out, but I have to remove these two carb enricher cables from the housing of the carb, and they're on both sides, but the problem is they're stuck. Well, guys, I screwed up again, so the plunger did not come out, but I did manage to remove this. See if I can just kind of pull it out. Man, okay. So same problem that happened before. This cable, putting something over the engine carb boot. So we're going to remove the airbox. Yeah. Let's pull this element out. You don't see these type of filters very much these days. Ooh, look at it. Whoa, that is wow. This is the air filter. It looks pretty clean on the outside, but look at this on the inside. Whoa! Holy cow. Look at this. The filter, look at this. It's a powder now. Well, we definitely can't use that. Throttle cables are so stuck that you could not move the throttle at all. I thought there was like something binding with the cables, but it's this. There's so much gunk through here that it is completely stuck. And you can see I have my spring here in the idle enrichment, idle control. It is completely stuck. I can't get it out. I'm gonna have to reorder a new carb cable just because I had to pull it out by force. So let's get started on cleaning this. It's very, very dirty, as you can see. Like, it needs a lot of work. Never had this issue before. All right, let's see what's the damage here. I want to make sure that I remove it by hand. Everything looks pretty dirty. This sort of plastic is usually white. There we go. Needle here. There's a main and a pilot, and so here we go. And remove. Man, it does not want to move. Oh, it is moving, guys. Oh, man. Damn. I'm happy that this is actually moving. This whole entire thing is just so stuck. I've never seen anything like this. You should be able to kind of move it. I mean, it is so stuck. I mean, I can barely get this to move. But I'm using this crescent wrench to kind of separate it, as you can tell. And in the middle, there's this very large spring. Not really hold up very well over time. Okay. And here we go. So that's that piece that's with the spring, and that's really what's causing all of this issue, I believe. Guys, I have been working on this carburetor, trying to get the bolt for the idle adjustment out, and it's stuck in there. I've been drilling it. I got the table just full of stuff just to get rid of that bolt, and it's still not out yet. Brake lever on the Ascot is that it goes in a little bit, but it won't pull all the way in. So there's going to be fluid dropping. My towel underneath here. As you remove this, there is a washer here. And I've like stripped these before, so be very careful. They are super tight on there. It's just penetrating oil. I'm gonna let it soak a bit. News and bad news. I let this soak, and I'm able to remove this bolt. So this one was fairly easy, but the other bolt, come on. Oh, there we go. Oh, that worked. That worked. Let's pull this. Oh yeah, look at that. And there's fluid in here. Why isn't it leaking out? Anyway. Yeah, there's lots of gunk in here. Pouring the old, oh wow. Damn, I've never seen anything so dirty. Look at this. This is inside the master cylinder, guys, on a 1983 Honda Ascot. Oh, there's definitely, there was like just gunk all over. Whoa, look at that. There's every single crevice has got varnish. Cover, it's also all grimed up, welded shut into here. This is it's just filled with gel. So here comes the brake pads. I like to clean everything using a 14mm, and then I'll come back and check to see if they've loosened up a bit. Welcome back to the Honda Ascot Project. This today we are going to find out if it's going to run. I got the carburetor, it is clean. I got a new carburetor for about $150. I'm going to put it in, and today we are going to find out if this thing is going to be a complete bust. I don't know if it'll start. I am concerned because I could potentially just toss away $500 on this bike, and $500 to me is actually a lot. A lot of the guys that are doing like YouTube videos, they have plenty of money to waste. I don't. You know, I am kind of doing things on a very limited budget, so I'm already $150 into this project, and that's quite a bit. And I am hoping that with at least another $400 tops, I can get this thing on the road, because it is expensive. I was not expecting the parts of this thing to be so expensive. So let's get started. These hoses they definitely have seen better days. I have the tank in there. The next step is just to fill the gas tank. I really hope that it'll start. So I don't know if the engine is good, I don't know if the transmission is good, but if it does run, and that's a very difficult proposition to know, I will kind of shut it off and change the oil right away. The engine does have oil, but if the fluids are an indication of what's happening in the engine, the oil inside is also pretty bad. I just want to see if it'll start up, and then I'll change the oil. The old spark plug's in here, yeah, but I am going to buy a new one. Now turn on the battery. Alright, time to see if it'll start.